Dark clouds swallow the sky above this poor farmer's flooded field. All his wheat, months of work, lies rotting in the mud. Worn, dirty clothes cling to his frame, grief carved deep into his face. He sinks slowly to his knees, sobbing, tears mixing with the cold falling rain. Distant lightning glints off his wet, hopeless face as the camera draws closer. The strong winds destroyed everything. By morning, the farmer stood silently in the middle of his ruined field. His corn crops were completely destroyed. Days passed. He had no money, no food, and no hope left. The once hard-working farmer became weak and thin. His eyes were filled with sadness. One evening, an idea came to his mind. If no one can help me, maybe God can. The next morning, he walked to the post office with trembling hands. He wrote a letter. "Dear God, I have lost everything. Please send me 100 cents so I can survive." He carefully wrote the address on the envelope. To God Heaven. When the postman saw the letter, he started laughing loudly. Soon, all the workers in the post office gathered around. But after reading the farmer's words, their smiles slowly disappeared, and the entire room fell silent.
When the postman noticed the strange address, he laughed loudly and showed it to the other workers. But after reading the farmer's words, everyone became silent and emotional. They were deeply touched by the farmer's innocent faith in God. Although they knew no letter could truly reach God, they decided not to break the poor farmer's hope. The workers gathered together and collected money from their small salaries. Some gave a few coins, while others gave whatever little they could afford. After collecting all the money, they counted it carefully but realized they had only 70 cents instead of 100. Even then, they decided to send the money because they wanted the farmer to believe that God had answered his prayer. They placed the money inside an envelope and wrote a reply in the name of God. A few days later, the farmer returned to the post office with excitement and happiness on his face. His hands trembled as he opened the envelope. At first, he smiled with joy after seeing the money. But when he counted it carefully, his expression slowly changed. The smile disappeared from his face, and he stood there silently, disappointed that the amount was less than what he had asked for.
Realizing 30 cents were missing, convinced the post office workers had stolen part of what God had sent, he angrily wrote another letter. In the letter he said, "Thank you for the money, but next time please send it directly to my house. The people at the post office are thieves, they stole 30 cents. The postmaster happily opened the reply, expecting words of thanks. But as he read it, his smile disappeared, as all his efforts felt wasted.